Welcome back for part 2 of the 6-in-1 chicken, baby chicks, eggs, and nest live crochet along. I am super duper excited to be here. We finished yesterday our mommy chicken. I made this one to actually show you how it's going to look like, and this is the one I made on camera because white is very hard to see. So this is the one you saw me make, which is super cute. I actually kind of like the gray one. It's kind of cute. Anyway, so now I have a mommy and a daddy, I guess, however you want to call it. And today we're going to make the baby chicks and the cracked egg. And you're actually going to see why we're not making the closed egg. And you will see that it's actually very similar to the big baby chicken. So you'll see. We'll talk about it all in detail. I'm really excited. In fact, I'm actually going to use a lighter brown color for the white cracked egg, because white, as I said, is hard to show on camera, and we have brown eggs, so might as well make a brown one. So that's what I'm gonna do. So let me know, did you guys finish your mommy chicken? I saw a bunch of you guys post into the group, Facebook group called Crocheting with Nikki, with the corresponding hashtag. So thank you guys all for showing off, and I try to come to as many as I can and celebrate you guys because you guys are amazing, and I'm really excited to see it. One of you guys even put your mommy chicken next to an actual real life baby chick. So she said it was chicken approved. So I love it. It was so cute. Adorable. Anyways, if you haven't subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, go ahead and do so. Click the button, subscribe, turn on the bell if you haven't turned it on yet, and like, comment, share. You know the gist. I'm so glad you're here. Are you guys ready to talk about how to make the baby chicks? I think we should start talking about the egg first. So I think that's the best thing to do, is to do the cracked egg first. Are you guys ready? Let me know. I'm really excited. Okay, so we have these two ready. So now it's time to put something inside of them, okay? Okay, mommy chicken is half done. Kept getting pulled away yesterday. Well, I hope this time you won't. You got this. You guys can finish it. You guys can finish it. It's not that hard, okay? I showed as much as I can on camera. There's a couple things I actually want to point out. I think I forgot to mention that yesterday, so I'm going to do this right now, okay? So first, I want to point out the fact that, so we didn't do the wings yesterday because you guys said it was fine, it was straightforward. That is okay. I do want to point something out real quick because I saw a couple people posted slightly different, which is fine. It's not a big deal, okay? I designed the wings such that it's wider on one side and more pointy on the other side, okay? So, which means that this is the last round and this is the first round, meaning you're going to attach the wing to the chicken at the area where you started the magic ring. So if you flip it the other way, it may not look exactly like mine. It's totally fine if you did. If you don't want to rip it out, totally fine. It works, okay? But this is the way I attached it, okay? And this is how I designed it. And I actually kind of pointed upwards a little bit. Maybe that helps a little bit. You know, you can bend this a little bit. There's nothing in here, so it looks a little bit more realistic, if you like to call it that way, right? I like to pull this down and pull this up, right? Like this. Anyways, this is the area where the magic ring is, okay? So you know. So what I did, this will help some of you guys, instead of cutting it off and reattaching it down here, I literally made a knot up here, like very tiny so you can't see it, and I wove it through to the other side, and that's how I sewed it on both sides, okay? So sound good? Are we good? Okay. I'm just happy it actually looks like a chicken. Yes, I'm so glad. Okay, so here we go. Let's get started. Ooh, I meant to grab the brown one. So I have here some brown yarn. I'm going to make it a tad brighter because I want to make sure you guys can see everything. So hopefully this is bright enough. Let's put my chickens to the side. We don't need the mommy and the daddy chicken right now. Okay, I have my yarn ready here, and we're going to start with the cracked egg, okay? We're going to start first with the bottom, and then we'll do the top, and then we'll sew together, okay? Sounds good? Are we good? This is actually fairly straightforward. Make sure you guys have the written pattern in front of you. Remember, you do not have to crochet at the same time as I do, okay? You can literally crochet after, and I'd rather you pay attention to what I'm doing, so that way you can ask questions. Remember, this is a live video tutorial, which means you get to ask questions and get extra support here with the community feeling at the same time. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start with a magic ring. Actually, I'm going to zoom in a tad more so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and you guys tell me if I'm going off camera, because sometimes that happens. I don't want to, but it happens when I zoom in. Okay, because I only have a teeny tiny space here where I have to leave my hand. Okay, so we're going to start with a magic ring, just like yesterday. I make a knot, not a knot, an X. Okay, put my hook through, pull it through. Okay, readjust everything. I put my ring finger into my ring, and then chain one. The chain one doesn't count. It's just to hold the ring in place. You can also make the alternative one, which is a chain of 2, and put everything into the first chain. Either one works. Okay, now let's start with 6 single crochets in the same area, which is the magic ring. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then pull my yarn, pull it tight to close it up. Okay, and now you need to use a stitch marker like we talked about yesterday. I like to use my yarn end. So that's what we're going to do. Whoopsie daisy. Moved there a little bit. Come on, work with me. There we go. Okay, so in the next round, we're going to go into each stitch and we're going to place 2 single crochets per stitch. Are you guys all with me so far? Leave some comments. Let me know if you're with me. I want to make sure everything is clear. Okay, so let me see. Where's my first one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. Here's my first one, because I want to make sure I'm not going into the chain of 1. That's very important. Okay, the first stitch is always a tight one. It's completely normal because you have a chain of 1 right before. Okay, so we're going to place 2 single crochets in each stitch, and my first one is very tight. Come on, work with me. It's okay. All the other ones are much easier. All right, so 2 single crochets per stitch. This is for the second round. We're working on the cracked egg. I'm using a light brown here. It's actually not the same yarn because I don't have a light brown for the same yarn, but it's a worsted yarn, so it's fine. I just want to teach you the pattern, so it's all good. I'll show you the white version later, okay? All right, is there one more? Okay, let's double check that I did 12 in total. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, I did them all correct. All right, let me change my pattern, my paper over, because we're now on this next page. I have my pattern written next to me here. I printed it out. Hopefully you have it ready for you too. You have 2 versions. You can either have the free one on my website. It's free to view. You can't print it out. Okay. Or you get the PDF, the way I have it here, or you're my membership, and that way you have it there too. Either way works. Okay. Okay, I'm guessing chicken and egg. Yes, we're working on a chicken and egg. We already made the chicken. We're going to make baby chicks today, but first we're going to make the cracked egg, okay? So, I call it cracked egg. Is that the right way to say it? An egg that you can open. Okay, in the next round, you're going to crochet 1 single crochet, and then the following round, you're going to crochet 2 single crochets. Then you're going to repeat that. 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets. And you're going to do this all the way around. So, oopsie, something is stuck. Come on. Okay, 1, then 2. 1, and then 2. 1, and 2. And then one more set. 1, and 2. Hello, hello. If you came in late, it's totally fine. Are we all good? Are we all good? I'm so glad. Sorry, I'm just checking you guys' comments for a second. A hatched egg. Yeah, we can call it that too. That's fine. You're right. I should probably call it that. I don't know. For me, I was like, cracking an egg open. That's what I was thinking. You guys know I'm foreign. I'll just go with what I call it, right? Okay, in the next round, we're going to do one more set of increases. So, 1 single crochet in 2 stitches. And then 2 single crochets after that. Okay? And then you're going to repeat that. 1 single crochet in 2 stitches, so 1 in each. and then 2 single crochets in the following stitch. And then repeat that. 1, 1, 2. Hello, hello, everyone who's coming in late. You're totally fine. You can always watch the replay later. If you missed anything at the beginning, it's no worries. The video is not going anywhere. But I'm glad you're here live, because when you're here live, you get to ask questions. So I'm so glad you guys are here. If you guys have any questions for me whatsoever, you're here to ask them. Please don't be scared to ask them. And no question is stupid. Just that you know. I know some of you guys always think, well, it's probably a stupid question. No, I'm here to answer them. Okay? So now we just finished round 4. Okay? Round 4. That means now we're going to round 5 through 8, which are just single crochet stitches. Okay? So I'm just going to do this right now here while I'm able to probably read some of you guys' comments or questions. Do you guys have any questions so far? I made my chicken and I did the babies. Just need to make the eyes on the baby chicks. And this was so much fun. Yay! I'm so glad you're enjoying it. I know some of you guys already worked way ahead. Oh, quick reminder. We're using a 4mm hook in case I forgot to mention that. At one point, the PDF said accidentally 5.5. I'm using a 4. I wrote everywhere else. I wrote 4. I mentioned it in the videos. I'm using 4. I don't know. Sometimes something happens. So I fixed it right after. There was also a small mistake in the cracked egg pattern, and we're going to talk about that in a second. Okay. It is the second section of the cracked egg where I made a small typo, and I fixed that too. So it's not in the pattern. The pattern is all fixed, in case you're curious. That mistake happened like last week or something, and I fixed it like right after, pretty much when I published it. So most of you guys probably have the fixed version from day 1, which is all good. That's exactly what I wanted. Anyways. So I'm round 2 of the, what was it, 4 rounds of just single crochets. So that's what I'm working on. And then we're going to do the top part of the hatched egg or cracked egg or whatever you want to call it. And my nose is tickly again. It is roughly around noon for me over here, Pacific time. And we're going to meet at the exact same time tomorrow again for part 3. Tomorrow is part 3 already. Time is flying, you guys. We started yesterday. We're working on part 2 today. And tomorrow's already part 3, which means on Friday, we're going to have a big party with lots of prizes. So I better hope you're going to show up for that one. It's going to be amazing. Okay, we have a couple more rounds here. Is that right? Did I do 2 just now? Let me confirm. Yep, I did 2. So 2 more. So 5, 6, 7, and 8 are just single crochet. Okay? Just 1 stitch per stitch, pretty much. I need some music here. I wish someone would sing here at the same time. You know, something that doesn't trigger the copyright issues. So I need some music here. That's always the hardest part for us designers when we crochet something and we have to film. Everything has to be quiet. Am I still off camera? Hopefully I'm not off camera. How's it going, everyone? Hi, Gloria. I'm glad you're here. Later, could you make a rooster to go with the hen? Maybe. I mean, I'm sure you can probably, for the rooster, I would highly recommend just using the same pattern and changing up the colors a little bit to have a rooster version. I would probably make the comb part of it, you know, the hair part of it kind of thing. I call it hair. You get what I'm saying. A little bit bigger. But otherwise, it may need a bigger tail. You know, roosters have a bigger situation happening in the back there. But I probably won't have the time right now to make a rooster. But I think you can just switch up the colors for the pattern you already have to make a rooster. Are we good on that, Gloria? Let's see. Lena said, I finished the lavender one. I did both chicks and eggs earlier today and started with the white chicken. Yay! So you're making 2 chickens? I'm so glad. Now I'm curious why you picked lavender. That sounds like a fun color for a chicken. I haven't seen a lavender chicken. I want to see the lavender chicken. Did I see it yet? I know there were so many of you guys posting your pictures into the group. I appreciate it because I love looking at them all. I want to see all of you guys' chickens. So please, please post them into the group so we can all see it and cheer you on, celebrate you. Okay, let's see. How far am I? Did I do all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I did it. Okay, there we go. We did the bottom part of it. Okay. So we're all good. Hi, Becky. Becky, I haven't seen you in forever. How you doing, girl? What is an effective way to count rounds working in spiral versus working in joint rounds? That is a great question. Okay. So there are a few different ways you can do that. Let me see. I'm just thinking about where I'm going to cut. So one way would be, instead of moving up your stitch marker, you use a different yarn, okay, different piece of yarn, and you kind of weave it as you go. Okay, maybe I can do that for the next piece and I can show you, so that way you can count easier. That's one way to do it. The other way is simply to look, where's your transition? Do you see that area right here where it transitions from the magic ring area, which is round 1, into round 2? Do you see that right here? This is where round 2 starts, right there. So this is where I start counting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's kind of how I count. I go from that one area where it then transitions over, right? So that way it's easier to see. So you can also, technically the first stitch is here, but I like to count here because it's easier to see. Okay, it's the second increase pretty much. So do you see that? You see that there's lines there? So start where that little area is right there. Do you guys see that area? Please let me know if you can see this. So you have the magic ring here, and then it's right here. So I literally just count the stitches that are on top of each other, and that's for me the round. So round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get it? Hopefully this helps so far. Okay. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to put this on the side right now. I know I didn't weave it in yet, but I'm going to put it on the side because we're now going to start with the top part of it. And that's where the little mistake happened. Okay. So actually I'm going to point it out here so you can see it. So this is the written instructions for the second part we're about to do. So what I did by accident is I didn't have that one increasing round right here. By accident, I missed it. I didn't write it down in the very first version. And I fixed this within like, I think 2 days. Okay. Published it, and then 2 days later I fixed it. So this one round is missing for some of you guys. Most of you guys have it fixed, but if you don't see it, pay attention to it. If you bought the PDF, that's only for the PDF people, okay? Because for the free version, it's already fixed and everything is good, okay? But for those who got the PDF, just re-download it. If you bought it on Etsy, you have to let me know because I have to send you a new version. Etsy won't show you the updated version. It's kind of silly. Okay, so we're again starting with a magic ring and with a chain of 1, which doesn't count as a stitch. And we're going to add 6 single crochets to the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'm going to show you another way now how to count. This is one way that I see a lot of crochet designers actually use. I don't really use it often because then I have to think about it, but I just like to use my stitch marker, but I'm going to do it now. I'm going to grab a piece of yarn that is a different color. I'm going to use orange right now because it's very nice and bright and you can see it. Okay, so I'm going to use that run right now instead of this longer version, which actually I'm going to make shorter so it doesn't bother me. Okay, so instead of using this brown right now, I'm going to use orange. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it hang like so, just like a stitch marker. Just let it hang right there. Okay, and now I'm going to go into the next round. You'll see it after a few rounds what I'm talking about. Okay, oopsie, lost my loop. Okay, first stitch is always the hardest. I'm getting in there. It's because of that magic ring pull. Okay, it just happens. Okay, we're doing 2 single crochets per stitch, just like we did before. All right, how are we doing? You can't get the written instructions to load? You probably have to scroll down a little further and scroll slow. There's ads loading for the free version. So it happens. The ads sometimes get stuck, and then if you don't scroll slow, it's going to reload or something like that, and it doesn't go all the way down. It's just that's what happens. So the other version would be get the PDF, then that way you don't have to deal with ads. Okay, so let me confirm I did now 2 stitches per stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. And by the way, if you still have any issues regarding the written instructions, just email me later and I will take care of it. Okay. I'll help you out. Now let's watch this here for a second. So instead of pulling out my yarn, okay, I'm going to make a loop over. Okay. This is a trick for everyone, not just for one person here. Okay. So watch this. I just literally, instead of pulling out my stitch marker, I'm moving it over, making like a little line there. Okay. So now I'm going into the next stitch and we're now going in the next round, and the next round is 1 single crochet, and then the following stitch, it's 2 single crochets. Okay. Are we good? Is everyone good so far? Now 1 and then 2, then 1 and then 2. Hello, hello. If you're coming in late, I'm so glad you're still here. You guys can ask any questions you guys have regarding this pattern, and I'm here to help you. Did I miss any of you guys' comments? Hopefully I didn't. Your cat ran off with your baby chicken? No way. I want to see a picture of that. I want to see your cat take care of your little baby chick. I want to see that. Oh, I have cats at home too. I think one of my cats would totally do the same. Okay, now we're in the next round. So watch what I do now. Again, I'm not pulling out my stitch marker. I'm just going to put it now to the other side. Okay, so you're literally going back and forth with your stitch marker. Okay. So I'll show you in the end how you can count at this point. Okay. So now I'm going into, let me double check. We're going to do 2 rounds of just single crochet. So round 4 and 5 are just single crochet. So 1 stitch per stitch. And then we're going to do 1 more round of increases. And I think then there's 1 more round after that. Yep. Are we good so far? Sorry I'm late. You're fine. You're fine. I'm glad you're here. Welcome, everyone. I'm so glad you guys are all here. Please let me know if you have any questions whatsoever. I know that some of you guys have questions about the chick, the baby chick. So don't worry, I will help you. The pattern is actually much easier than you might think. Okay, now I'm going to move my yarn back over to the other side. Okay, my little stitch marker. And again, we're going in the next round. We're just going to place 1 single crochet per stitch. 1 single crochet per stitch. You know, my husband was playing with my chicks earlier. Was pretending to have like a little story. He's like, you should show it off. I'm probably going to do it later. But I was just thinking about that because the chicks are sitting right in front of me, staring at me like, okay, hurry up. Can you make me a brother and a sister now? I will take care of it in a second. Baby chicks, you guys have to wait a moment. We're taking care of your housing right now. Anyways, so we now finished round 5. We're now going into round 6. So again, I'm moving over my stitch marker. Okay, and now we're going into round 6. And round 6 is 1 single crochet in 2 stitches. Then the next stitch is 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Thanks for your time. Of course, I'm glad you're here. I got my chicken made. So cute. Yay, I want to see it later. The top is smaller. Yes, a little bit skinnier, not per se smaller. Is it 1 round smaller? I think it's 1 round smaller. Yes, if that is your question. Let me see. Where am I? Okay, make an increase here. So again, 1 single crochet in 2 stitches, and then 2 single crochets in the next stitch. So yeah, the top part is 1 round smaller than the bottom part, but the stitch count on the very last round is the same. So heads up on that. 1, 1, 2, and 1, 1. Did I do it right? Yes, 2. Okay. I saw your picture of the chickens in the Facebook group. Yes, they're so adorable. I know, aren't they? Okay, now I'm going to move my stitch marker back over to the other side, and now we're going to crochet, I believe, 1 more round. Yes, round 7 is going to be 1 single crochet in each stitch. So you saw that in the first part of this hatched egg or cracked egg, I did 8 rounds. So here we're doing 7 rounds. Okay. Also, it's a little bit more pointy, the top part of it. So what I did is pretty much I used the closed egg of it, and I split it almost in half. Okay, almost. and I went with the pattern one side and then from the other side, if that makes sense. Okay, so that way it looks pretty much the same as the closed egg, but obviously hatched, cracked, split in half, whatever you want to call it, cut in half. I'm just making single crochets right now, which is why I'm speeding up, because that's all I'm doing. So, and now I can show you guys the little trick here with this line. Do you see now this line? Okay, so this is another way to do it with stitch markers. So instead of moving up your stitch marker, you kind of fold it inward. Okay, so what you can do now is you can count. Okay, so it's easier to see now the split between. I personally still like to count here on the side. So where it comes out would be round 1. So round 1, where it goes in is round 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it has 7. You only see 3 of them, right? Because there's a magic ring here on the bottom. Okay, so it's 7 in total, but that's kind of another way of how it can help you. And what you do at the end, obviously, is you pull it out, right? So it's just woven in. So here I'm just going to pull it out. Whoop, it's out, and you're good to go. So that's another way of how you can use a stitch marker. See? Hopefully that was helpful and as a little trick for some of you guys. So now let's actually sew it up. So we have our cracked egg done. The only thing I'm not going to do right now is add the button, because most of you guys know how to add a button, right? So now let me cut this. I'm going to weave this guy in here for a moment, because I want to show you guys how to make an invisible join. Okay, I'm going to use this one right now to do so. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull it out. You didn't make a slip knot or anything. You just pulled out your yarn, you attached it to your needle. And what you're going to do is you're going to imitate the next stitch right there. That's the next stitch. You can see that? So this is one stitch, and then here's the next stitch. You see that? So we're going in to the following one right here. So we're imitating this guy. So you're going into the following one from the back to the front, like so. Going very slowly, you can see it. Okay, so what you want to do is that have this one lay on top of this line, which is the back loop, and then the next one we're going to do is the front loop. Now you're going back in where you came from originally, the same spot. Okay, and I like to go into the back, and now when you pull a little bit, it's a smooth transition. You see that? We imitated the stitch below it, and now you can't really see where we finished. Okay, so now I'm just going to weave this in here for a second. Whoop. I'm not going to make a big fuss about this right now. I should have made it into like an X, but I don't. I usually do it in a zigzag, but I don't want to spend too much time on that right now. I want to show you the actual crocheting part, because you guys know how to sew. At least I hope that some of you guys do. And you weave in your ends properly. Usually I make it in a zigzag. Okay, cut my yarn. So now let's actually attach it, just to make sure that nobody can see this area regardless. Okay, I'm going to take my yarn here. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other egg part, like so. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to imitate it, right? I'm going into the following stitch. We're imitating this guy right here. See where we came out, right? So the following stitch we're imitating. So we go into the following after that, and then we'll go back in where we came from. There we go. Now we have that closure very neatly. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put those two closure areas together, like so. They're right next to each other. And now I'm just going to weave back and forth. I like to do it from the inside part of it. And this is the whip stitch I mentioned yesterday. I'm just going to go in and out, going every time into the same egg part of it. I'm just going to go in and out and do it for, like, let's say 3 or 4 stitches. If you want to do 5, that's fine. I make 5. I'm just going to, what is this, 4 stitches? I think 4 stitches is fine. Okay, so there we go. And then you just weave in your end. I'm just going to do very quick here. Here I'm going to do a zigzag though, because I don't want to make a knot. So I'm going to make a zigzag weave. Zigzag meaning going back and forth, so it holds it nice and tight. Are we good? Okay, great tip. Yay, I'm so glad. Okay, so I'm going to cut this here now. snip and snip. Okay, I'm gonna leave off my little button right now. But oh, I forgot one thing. Darn it. I forgot my little loop. I meant to weave it in over here to the other side. Darn it. Happens. Okay, I'm going to show it to you regardless now. I have to cut a new piece. Ah, darn. Okay, if you do what I do, you have to reattach your yarn. Okay, so what you want to do now is you want to add exactly on the opposite side. So what I like to do is I kind of smush it down. And here's where we did the closure, right? So smush it down, and right here, instead of cutting your yarn over here, weave it through to the other side to the exact same center, okay? And make a loop right there. So pretend that this is the yarn that I wove all the way through, okay? And then you make a loop, like so. A tiny loop, okay, like this. Okay, and then you make a knot and then you weave in your ends. Okay, I'm gonna leave it this for now because I need to make this properly now later, but this is what we have it so far. Okay, so what you would do now is on the exact opposite side right here on the bottom, you would add your button. Are we good? Are we good? Okay, so you would add your button. So let me show you on the white one so you can see it. See here on the white one, I wove it all the way over. Okay, and now I added in the button right below it, and then here's the closure, right? You can just then weave it through, like not weave it, like put it around it. See, I'm gonna smush it down so you can see it. This is how it looks like, right? This is the brown, this is the white, so just add your button to it. Are we good? Okay, let's move on. Okay, which one do you guys want to do first? The baby chicken, or do you want to do the big chicken? The big baby chicken. Okay, you guys tell me. I think I'm going to do the little one first. It goes faster. Are we good? Do you want to do the little one first? The teeny tiny one? This one? Yee! Okay, I think I'm going to do this one first because some of you guys want to know how I make those loops right here. Actually, very similar to what I just did. Okay, let's do it again, okay? I think we're going to make the teeny tiny one first. This one. Yee! It's so cute. Hello. Okay, I'm going to do this now. Okay, let me move my scissors over and my needle so they don't go in the way. I got it. Yay! I like seeing that. I love when you guys tell me you got it. Okay, let me pull up my pattern here on my side. My apologies. We're going to do the baby one first, so I have to move some papers. Okay, ready for the baby one. I have my yarn ready. My yellow yarn. Okay, so this is the light yellow yarn. It's not like, I know the camera shows it as very bright. It's actually not. It's more of a muted yellow. Okay, I'm using Starlit yarn, and this one is called, I believe, soft yellow. Yes, soft yellow or light yellow. I think sometimes it's called light yellow. Anyways, so we're ready. Okay, we're going to start exactly the same way. We're going to start with a magic ring. Okay, chain 1 and add 6 single crochets to the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. By the way, if you guys sign up, and if you haven't done so, you should, please sign up for this Crochet Along, because I actually have an automated email that gives you all the links that you need to the materials, to the written instructions, part 1, 2, and then later on part 3. I have all the video tutorials ready for you guys, all the links, okay? They're all scheduled. So all you have to do is sign up and you grab that link within the email. For everyone else, you should have gotten an email this morning, yesterday, with all the links. You guys are good? Have you guys gotten my emails? It's very important that you check your emails, okay? If you're not getting my emails, they may have gone into the junk folder, okay? And you want to move them over to the primary and maybe even save my email address and reply to one of my emails, because that way your email system knows that my emails are important to you, okay? I'll reply, I promise. Okay, in next round, after you close that up, we're going to do 2 stitches per stitch, just like we've done it before. You can see that the basis of all of them are the same, right? We start usually with 6 single crochets in the magic ring. There's only one time we did 5, which was for the wings. We did 5 over there. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 single crochets per stitch. Here's where I usually have to count to make sure I did it correctly. before I move on. Otherwise I have to rip out too much. And we're not frogging today. We're doing chickens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we're good. I guess my Wi-Fi is goofing. It sometimes happens. You have to reload it. My husband was one time watching my live too, and he got kicked out, and then he was upset, and I was like, just go back in the next time. Happens. Internet flukes sometimes. Nothing is perfect. Okay, we're going into the next round, which is 1 single crochet in the first stitch, and then it's 2 single crochets in the following stitch. And now we'll repeat that, okay? 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets. Ooh, my yarn is pulling. Come on, yarn. Okay, it's like a leash sometimes, right? It's like there's a dog on the other side and you're pulling. Come on, yarn. Do you please tell me I'm not the only one that talks to their yarn like it's a pet? It's like, come on, work with me. Do what I'm telling you to do. Crochet faster. Oh, darn, that's my hands. It's not the yarn. Okay, 1, then 2. 1 and then 2. If you guys have any questions, you guys let me know. You are here to ask questions. I'm here for you. I know most of you guys are waiting for the little hair. I get it. I get it. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, in the next round, we are round 4 through 7. That means 3 of them. Am I counting this right? No, 4 of them, excuse me. We're going to do just single crochets. So for 4 rounds, we're just going to do single crochets. So this is round 4. And then 3 more after. I just split my yarn by accident. Okay, Dawn, you're talking to your yarn too? Thank you. I'm not feeling alone anymore. Please tell me I'm not the only one. Because then it's going to feel very awkward right now. Because, you know, I have my yarn skeins all around me. And me talking to them and you guys are saying I'm weird. That will be a problem. Anyways. You know, I always think my yarn is like, it's like an animal. And my hook is like a wand. And my brain is the magic powers. Actually, my husband thinks my hair is, but for me, it's my brain. Anyways. Oops. I split my yarn. No. Okay, next one. So we're in the next round. Still just single crochets right now, you guys. Just single crochets. Nothing special, which is why I'm speeding up here. I wish I could crochet really fast with a snap of a button here. But we're not a machine. That's the fun part about crocheting, right? Crochet cannot be replicated by a machine. So be patient with me. You get bloopers too, you know, when I say something funny by accident. Plus, I'm talking the entire time. Are you guys okay with me continuously talking while I'm crocheting? I want to make sure you guys are entertained and it's not boring. I don't want to have silence. Silence is boring sometimes. Being with your own thoughts, oh my gosh, you can go crazy sometimes. At least I do. Okay, we're good. This is great. Love it. Okay, yay! I'm so happy. So happy. The yarn has his mind his own. I get it. Thank you. And please don't feel guilty of talking to your yarn. See, at least they don't talk back. There's other people that talk back sometimes. Yarn will not talk back. It will resist a little bit, but it will not talk back. All right, let me double check how many rounds I just did. I was talking too much. I didn't count my rounds. So let me finish this round and then see if I did 4 already or did I do 3? 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. One more. You're much faster than me. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, I shouldn't be sorry because I'm just going to do single crochet stitch. I'm trying to speed up so I can get to the next round for you guys. Usually I don't crochet that fast because I would get very sore. But I think I would be considered a medium fast crocheter, I think. You're good? Thank you. Thank you. And by the way, if the camera up here is bouncing, you guys see me up here? It's bouncing a little bit. It's because my arms are on the table and the table is connected to the camera. And the camera is bouncing because I'm crocheting so fast. There's your physics right there. Okay, next round. Round 8. We're now going into the decreases. Yay, we haven't done any decreases today. Okay, we're going to do 1 single crochet, okay, in the first stitch. And now we're going to do a decrease. So do you guys remember how I showed you guys the decrease yesterday? Let me remind you. We're going over the 2 stitches right here. We're going into the front loops of those 2 stitches where we're doing a decrease. Only the front loops. Yarn over and pull through and finish it up like a single crochet. It looks like 1 stitch, but it's 2 together. Now we're going to do this again. Okay, 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets. I'm starting to laugh about my own jokes here. Just wait me crack up at some point. Okay, 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets together. Okay, it's an invisible single crochet decrease. That's what we're doing. You just started crocheting? That's good. I'm glad you're here. And this is one of your first projects. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. I just did 2 of them in a row. That was not right. Nikki, focus. Okay, 1, then 2. I have to say the numbers, otherwise I will not remember. 1 and 2. When I say 2, I'm talking about 2 together. The invisible single crochet decrease. Okay, now let's get into the next round, okay, which is round 9. After this round, you probably want to add your plastic eyes if you choose to add them. I won't. I'm going to do the French knots again. So I think, what did I say? 1 single crochet per stitch all the way around. So round 9 is 1 single crochet per stitch. And then you want to add your plastic eyes. And I'll show you guys where in a second by comparing it to my ready to go chicken or baby chick, so you can see it a little bit more closely, because I don't remember right now which round you're putting it in. Did I write it down? I don't think I wrote it down. So okay, if we're going to compare it to this chicken, baby chick right here, okay, the closure, oopsie daisy, this is smushed so it looks bigger than it really is. So if you put this next to it, you can see that you will put the eyes over here right now. So that means between round 8 and 9. If you're doing the plastic eyes, put it here somewhere between 8 and 9. So that's where you're putting your eyes. If you're adding plastic eyes, I ain't. But if you are, then that's the time where you're going to do it. And that's the location you're going to do it. Okay, now I'm going to move up. And we're going to go into the last round. And about halfway through of this round, maybe just a few stitches in, I'm going to start stuffing, because otherwise there's no room for it. Okay, so in this round, round 10, we're just going to do invisible single crochet decreases. Okay, thank you for showing this decrease slowly. Yes, you're welcome. I tried to show it yesterday very slowly too, but I know that was gray yarn, so I don't know if you can see that properly there. I also made a video on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook today with exactly that version, so you can see it. Hopefully, if you need another slower version, that's where you want to look. Ooh, I need to start stuffing, otherwise my hole gets too small. Okay, so let me check how many I have left. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 2 invisible single crochet decreases left. So now I can move my stitch marker, because otherwise that's going to hang out and be in the way. So I like to just stuff it in. Okay, like so. Whoop, 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 whoop. And now let's add some stuffing. Excuse my arm. Just grab some of my stuffing here. And I like to use my hook here to stuff it a little bit. First my finger, then my hook. See, just the end of the hook. There we go. Okay, I don't like overstuffing it on this one because I want it to be, you know, squeezable, but I'm a little bit adding more. So use your thumb a little bit to guide it in if need be, because otherwise you're just pushing through the polyfill instead of pushing it in. Okay, let me do 2 more of the invisible single crochet decreases, as I said. So once you add your polyfill or stuffing, it's a little bit harder to do, but we've got this. So here's 1, still keep it tight, okay, and 2. Now I'm going to cut my yarn, and I'm going to grab my needle again, So you're going to pull it out. There we go. Pull it out. And we're going to do what we did yesterday. And let's close up the top. Sorry, I'm adding my yarn to my needle. There we go. Okay, we're going to do the same thing as we did yesterday. So we're going to go through the last stitches all the way around, and we're going to go through the front loops only. Front loops only. Let's just go all the way around. Trying to read a comment right now here. I was really clear. It was very clear to understand. Yay! I'm finding I like the written in, pattern until I have to learn to sit in and go to the... Yes, that totally works too. Most of you guys do that, I think. You guys check the written pattern, and sometimes if the written pattern or the stitch is not clear, then you go check out the video tutorial. I get it. Most of you guys do that. I know some of you guys just want the video tutorial. I get it. All right, so then I just pull and close this up. That's what I did. Now it's time to add the hair. I know some of you guys wanted it like this, I think it's so cute with the little loops. Okay, so what I did is first I added somewhere a tiny knot, as much as I can to make it small. So here's how I add a knot. So I make a loop, go through, and then pull, make it as small as I can. Just really squeeze it. I use my nail here to squeeze it in because I don't want it to pull any further. So now I'm going to make my loop. Just go through. Like so. You can add it on your finger if you like. Okay. Then I make another knot. Just make small knots. But keep it on your finger, because otherwise you're pulling it through. You don't want to do that. So, like this, see? And it's make another loop somewhere. Somewhere up here on the top. It gets tight after a while. It's totally fine. So put it back on your finger. Pull. You want them about the same height. Okay, like this. Make another knot somewhere. One small knot. And pull. Make sure it doesn't pull too much on your finger. You want them all to be roughly the same. And let's do one more loop. Okay, so somewhere over here, go through, put it around your finger. Like so. They're all about the same. Okay, and now we're going to make one more knot, and then we'll weave in our ends. Okay, like so. Knot, and now I'm just going to weave it through. So here's how I weave. I want to show you guys for a second here. I'm going to go all the way through, and you see where I came out? I'm going to go into the exact same spot back in. If you go a little further, you're going to pull. You don't want to do that. Go in the exact same spot in where you came from, then go out somewhere. See, and then it disappears. Now go in the exact same spot where you came out. I like to do this a few times. See, once I pull this, it goes in. It doesn't pull on the crochet. See, it's not attached to the crochet. It's going to weave through the polyfill on the inside. That's what it's doing. So, and I do it one more time over here. See, and it goes in, but it's not attached to the crochet. It disappears. And now you can let go here of your loops on the top. And there they are. You can squeeze it down a little bit if you feel like you pulled it too much. And now we're going to cut it. Are you guys good with the hair? Now, because we made a knot there, you should be able to cut it if you wanted to, but I personally think this is more secure this way. If you are going to cut it, it may get loose. I would highly recommend not doing it because I didn't make the loops in a way that you can cut them, but this is secure, okay? I guess I used a smaller finger on this guy. I used a bigger one on this, but that's how it works. Okay, I need to know from you guys. I showed you guys yesterday how to make the French knot twice. Do I need to show you guys again? I can skip it and just go right to the big chicken right now. Big baby chick. Are we good on the French knot? Do I have to show you guys again? Are we good? I need to know. For now, I'm just going to grab my yarn to get started on the big one because I have this feeling we probably don't need to review the French knot unless you guys tell me. If you tell me, I'm doing it. No problem. But otherwise, watch the video from yesterday to show you guys how to do the French knot, okay? For now, I'm going to put it aside. You guys are good? Okay, good. Okay, good. So, I'm going to move this right here on the side. And now we're going to make this guy. This one. Yee! Hello. Come on, let's go. Okay. Here we go. Let's grab the yarn. You guys want me to show again? Some of you guys say not show it. Some of you guys show it. Okay, I'm going to make one of them. How about this? Since there's at least 2 people that said show it. So I'm going to show 2 of them. 2 of them, I meant. For 2 people. I'm going to do one of them for 2 people. That's what I meant to say. I'm going to do one of them, okay? So, I'm going to just show one real quick, okay? So, you can look where it is. See that right there? So, right here somewhere. So, what I like to do is I'm just going to insert my needle here from the back somewhere. Go all the way through. Don't worry, that yarn is not going to be shown in the back here later, okay? So, I'm going to make it like this. I'm going to come through. You're going to take your yarn, okay? You're going to wrap it around your needle twice. You can also do it 3 times. It'll make it bigger. But I feel like 2 is pretty good on this one. Now you're going to move it over just a tad of where you came from. Just a little bit. Okay? And then you're going to go back out here in the back. Exactly the same spot where you came from. Just the exact same spot. And then you push through. Now don't pull too tight. You can pull the other one just a little bit. Just a little bit. You don't want to pull too much. Otherwise you're going to push it through. Okay, there we go. And then you can go back to the other side. I'm just going to make the other one real quick here. Ooh, I just went through my yarn. That's fine. That works. Okay, now we're going to go over, slightly over. So look where it is. Just slightly over. Okay, about here, roughly. It's about good. Okay, you push it through. Okay, make sure you're not pulling too hard. And then you do the exact same thing on this side again. Wrap it around twice. Whoops. It's best to do this on a table where the chick can lay down. Because you don't have 3 hands. Okay, come on, yarn. Likes to slide. So now, you see that? I'm going off just a tiny bit over. Just a little tiny bit over. Because otherwise I'm pushing it back in. I don't want to do that. And then come back out. Ah, my nose is tickly. The exact same spot where you came from. You see that? Exact same spot. It's not attached to the yellow yarn over here on this side. And then push it through. Push, push, push. Until it looks the same. Ta-da! Okay, are we good? Now, I assume the mouth is fine. You just, weave it through twice and then, tuck it in and you're good. So, at this point, I'm doing the same thing as I just did with the other yellow yarn. So, what you're going to do is you're going to go back in and out. Exactly where you came from. But here, I'm just going to do a small one. So, push this in. And then you can do it in a zigzag too. I'm just not going to do that right now for the zigzag. But the way I did earlier is the best way. Go back in. Go out a certain spot. See how it goes in and you're fine. Nobody can see that. And then you cut it here in the back. Pull a little bit, tiny bit. Wiggle and it's gone. Ta-da! There are the eyes. Okay? You guys are good with the mouth, right? Because it's just whoop. Now let's go focus on the big chicken, a bigger chicken baby. The big chicken baby? The fat big chicken baby? I don't know. The teenager, whatever. The toddler, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Okay, we're going to start. Oh, I need to move my paper, excuse me. I don't have the pattern. Where's the pattern? Here we go. Okay. So, the larger chicken baby. Let's do that. So, magic ring. By the way, and this is where the spot is that I was talking about earlier. The body of the baby, the larger baby chicken, is the exact same one as the closed egg. The exact same one. So let me show you. These two are the exact same pattern. Just one is yellow and has a face and has arms and has feet and it has a comb. You guys get it, right? But this is the exact same pattern as this. So I'm just going to do it once. Okay? Just that you guys know it's the exact same pattern. So now let's do this. So magic ring, chain of 1. We're adding 6 single crochets to the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Thank you for the confirmation of the beak. Yes, you're welcome. You just have to weave it in and out. That's all you're doing. It's like, whoop. I did it twice. 1, 2. It's like a loop. Wee, wee. And then you weave it in, and it's all good. And I did the exact same one as I did for the black. I started in the back with the orange. Okay, push it through, weave it through twice, push it back, weave it in, and you're good. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, now let's go to round 2. Same way as before. We're doing 2 single crochets per stitch. Do I have my pattern in front of me? Yep. Okay. 1, whoopsie, 2, 1, come on, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and one more time, 1, 2. At some point, this is gonna be like music, right? You're just gonna dream about me counting later. Just saying. You're gonna have my voice in your dream later. Maybe my voice is going to be the little baby chicks in your dream. Who knows? Okay, now let's go into the next round. It's gonna be 1 single crochet and then 2 single crochets in the following stitch. So far, it's very similar to the other ones. 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets. So this is just a little bit bigger version than the other one, right? So 1, and then 2, 1, then 2. Now dance with me. 1, 2, 1, 2. We've got this. Almost there, you guys. And then for this one, I'm just going to show you 1 wing, 1 foot, and the beak. Do I need to show you guys the comb again? I showed you guys the comb yesterday. You guys tell me. You guys get to decide. Okay, next round is going to be 1 single crochet in 2 stitches, so 1 in each, and then 2 single crochets in the following. If you guys need to show me, if you want me to show you guys the comb again for the little guy, you guys let me know. Otherwise, you guys saw a version of that yesterday. It's just a little smaller one here. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Are you guys still with me? Where do I post the pictures? You post them into my group called Crocheting with Nikki. So go to Facebook and look up Crocheting with Nikki. That's the name of the Facebook group. Then join it. You need to answer some questions. You know, just I want to make sure that you're human and not a bot. That's why the questions are there for. And then once you're in, which you should be, you know, accepted within a day or so, then you can start posting in there. We even have a chat in that group. So if you guys have even more questions, you guys can join that chat. It's like a messenger chat, okay? In the next round, let me double check. We're doing now round 5 through 9 is just single crochet. So that is 5 rounds? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, 5 rounds. 5 rounds of just single crochets. Did I do that correctly? Yes. I just thought I did 2 stitches in one, but I didn't. So 5 rounds. Okay, bear with me. We're just doing single crochets now. So this is your time to ask questions because I don't have to count. So you guys ask me questions. Are you guys excited for Friday? We're going to have some prizes on Friday. Yup. Lots and lots of prizes. Surprises. Surprise prizes. That's a fun way to say it. Surprise prizes. That's hard. It's like almost a knot in my tongue. Okay. And we're going to have a big surprise happening on Friday. So I want to know, are you guys going to come to the big crochet party? I want to know. This is kind of to celebrate finishing the 6-in-1 pattern and to show you another big surprise. I talk about how you can get more of me, more live video tutorials, more patterns, all that's good stuff. More, pretty much. If you want more of me, this is the way to do it. You guys come to the party and I'll tell you how you get more of me. Literally. As long as I'm not annoying you. No, seriously. It's almost like a wish come true. It's literally like, you know, Make-A-Wish Foundation kind of thing. It's almost like that. Almost like it. Just a way better version in crochet. It's like that. It's like you have a wish, it'll come true. All right. How many rounds do I still have to go? I think this is round 3 of 5. Am I right? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I'm on round 3 of the 5. Can I wait for the nest? Yes, I'm actually going to make sure I prepare the nest ahead of time, like the main part of it, because otherwise you guys are going to watch me do the same thing over and over again that I've been showing you for the last 2 days. So I'm going to prepare most of the nest ahead of time. So because I know that most of you guys have trouble with the sewing part and pulling and polyfilling, as well as adding the loops all the way around. So that's the part I'm going to focus on tomorrow. Okay, so it should be a fairly shorter video tomorrow. I want to make sure you guys get to finish everything. So I don't want to take up too much of your time. We can take more time for the party if you guys want to. I'm really excited for the party. I'm planning on being there on Friday, unless something happens. Well, don't say it like that. Then something will happen. No, nothing will happen. Only happiness, positivity, and me. Haha, with you on the other side. We're going to have lots and lots of fun. If you believe that something positive will happen in your life, it will. You just have to believe in it. Literally. I'm such a stubborn person. I literally put my mind to it. And even my husband's sometimes surprised. If I put my mind to it, it's going to happen. So if you think positively, the positive things will happen. That's what you need. That's what you want. Okay? I will not miss the party. Yay! You forgot about the nest? Oh, please don't forget about the nest. They're going to be sitting somewhere. You don't want your chicken to be cold or the baby chicks. They need a home. Don't forget about the nest. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have one more round of just single crochets. One more round. I've got this. I've got this. Okay. Are you guys telling yourself that too, if you have to do many rounds of just the same stitch over and over again? I know this is a good stitch for watching TV, just, you know, same repeated stitch over and over again, or like an audiobook or something, or conversations with friends like you and I. Yeah, but it takes a little bit. I'm going to the parties, chicks and all. Are you the one with the baby chicks, the real life chickens? Or are you talking about the ones you just crocheted? Haha. I want to see all the chickens. Bring them all. Bring them all. I'll be there. Yay. Oh, I totally get it, Sunita. I totally get it. I was just playing and messing with you. We're just having fun here. If you don't want to be messed with, my apologies. I very much apologize. My chicken says so too. Don't be mad at Nikki. Okay. Next round is going to be 1 single crochet, and then the next 2 stitches we're going to decrease. So just like we did before, 1 single crochet and the invisible single crochet decrease. Okay. 1 single crochet, invisible single crochet decrease. Baseball and crochet. Now that's a good combo. Did you guys see my baseball? I made a baseball keychain. It's very popular. I have a full video tutorial on it on my YouTube too. If you guys want to see it, it's there. Have you guys made it yet? I want to know. It's a free pattern on my website. You can also get it as part of an ebook where there's like 6 different sports balls in there. If you like to say balls, that's where you can get them all crocheted. Yeah, not the other part of it. Just crochet. Just sport. Okay? Having fun here. Chickens, chickens. I like that, Rena. Yay, all the chickens. How many people are here today? I didn't even check. Oh, we got a good chunk of people here. Did you get to invite your friends yet? Please invite your friends. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I'm seeing we're having a lot of fun here. So if you're seeing the same, go invite your crochet friends. Okay, now the next 2 rounds are just going to be single crochet. Okay, so 1 stitch per stitch. 1 stitch per stitch, just single crochets for 2 rounds. So 11 and 12 are just single crochet. Okay. Hello from Norway, all the way from Europe. I'm so glad you're here. Hello, hello. You love the sports ball ebook? Yay! I'm so glad you do. Yeah, there's like 9 different sports balls in there. I know some of you guys wanted the other parts of the sport. You know, like I only added like the baseball. I didn't add a baseball bat. At some point I will do the accessories. They're coming at some point, not right now. I'm focusing on the chicken right now, but at some point I will, because that will be fun. I'm starting to get more into amigurumi. Do you guys want to see more amigurumi from me? I don't know if you do. You guys tell me. I haven't done much amigurumi. I do love it. I have crocheted many. I haven't designed many. I should be more clear on that part. I have some amigurumi. I have a bunch of them in my membership. But I want to know, do you guys want me to make more amigurumis? I like to make little guys, like teeny tiny ones you can use as like keychains. You know, this guy is small. Oop, this one doesn't have a face. This one, I totally would add this as a keychain or something. I like those. I like tiny ones. Yes, more. Yay! I'm going to have to look for that. Yes! I'm so glad. They're so much fun, those balls. The sports balls. Okay, here we go. Next round. Next round. What did I do earlier? Did I do 2? Oh, I did a mistake earlier. No, I have to go back. Oh, no. I made a mistake. I did over here, the decrease. I made it 1 single crochet, then decrease. It's supposed to be 1, 1, then decrease. No, I have to go back. Darn it. Happens. Happens. Don't worry. We'll get it done. My apologies. I made a mistake. Okay, here we go. So, I ripped it out. I had to frog, you guys. We had to introduce the frog. It came. Okay. Ooh, this is another decrease. Excuse me. Hang on. I'll find the spot where we're starting. Here's a decrease. There's a decrease. I'm going back here so I can see where my beginning is. Here's a decrease. 1. Decrease. This is 1. Here we go. Okay, here's the beginning of the round. Ah, darn it. Thank you for catching a mistake. Yes! Oh, darn it. I'm so upset with myself. I introduced the frog. Okay, we're doing 1, 1. I'm doing it right now. Watch me, okay? 1, 1. Then we do the decrease. Oh, I'm so upset. I missed that one. I literally, my eyes went in the wrong direction. So 1, 1, then the decrease. See, you guys get bloopers. When the frog comes, you get the bloopers. That's what it is. I can't delete this part, so I apologize for anyone watching the replay. It is what it is. I can't add a note to it or anything. Darn it. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. The frog came and the frog left. I kicked them out. He won't come back. I promise. We're not ripping again. Okay. 1, 1, and 2. Are you guys laughing with me? Please laugh with me. I don't know if you guys are sending laughing emojis. If you do, I don't see them. So darn it me. So put them in the comments if you're laughing with me. I know you're not laughing at me. You're laughing with me. Okay, now we're going to do our 2 rounds of just single crochets. So I'm back to round 11 and 12. Just single crochets. We're going to get it done. I promise. Okay. Just single crochets. I'm speeding up now. Speedy Gonzalez. Is there a version of that in crochet? Speedy Crochealis? No, that sounds weird. Speedy Crochet? I don't know. Maybe you guys can come up with a good one. See, my son is a gamer and he sometimes screams, so I call him Screamy Gonzalez. So maybe Crochet Gonzalez? I don't know. Trying to come up with a good one. It's not working. Darn it me. I should be focusing on the crochet right now, so I'm not going to introduce the frog again. The frog stays out. Plus, he didn't even ring the doorbell, right? He just walked right in. So rude. Okay. That was a good one. Come on. That was a good one. I was laughing myself now. I'm trying to hold myself together. I was going to crack up now. Okay. In the next round, round 13. Okay. We're going to do 1 single crochet, then the invisible single crochet decrease. At least you're having fun with me. Am I right? Are you having fun? I'm entertaining at least somewhat, right? Okay, so 1 single crochet and the invisible single crochet decrease. Let me slow down one more time here for everyone. So invisible single crochet decrease, like so. We're going through the front loops and decreasing. 1 single crochet, invisible single crochet decrease. And we're doing that all the way around. I have a love and hate relationship with the frog. Where's the love part of it? You guys tell me. That's what I want to know now. I want to know where the love part is for the frog. I want to know. The only way I can see the love relationship with the frog is if you want to reuse your yarn. Otherwise, that's not happening. Almost there. Almost there. Remember, I'm foreign, you guys. Sometimes I say funny things. Okay, at this stage, you want to add your eyes if you wanted to. If you have plastic eyes, you want to add them now. So meaning between row, what did I just do? 13. Between round 13 and 12, 12 and 13, somewhere there, you want to add your plastic eyes if you want to. Your hubby's watching? Mine is too. He's cracking up on the other side of the room. Okay, let's go to round 14, which is where we're just decreasing all the way around. So I'm going to do a few of the invisible single crochet decreases, and then I'm going to stuff it. Okay, just a few so that I have like 2 left. I think 1 more, and then I have 2 left, and that's what I'm going to stuff. About this. Is that correct? 1, 2. Yes, I have 2 more left. So just like the little one, when you have 2 left, that's when I take care of my polyfill. You can do it beforehand too. That's just what I do. It makes it easier to crochet. Okay. Ooh, my polyfill kicked over my other chicken. Okay, squeeze it in. Squeeze it in. I'm doing it with my finger first. Doop, doop, doop. Why does it sometimes look so... I'm not even going to say the word. Okay, stuff it a little bit more. Use your hook if need be. See, I use it at the end. Stuff in the rest. You also want to make sure there's no chunks, so always fluff up your polyfill first. Okay? By the way, it's the exact same pattern for the large chicken, okay? Remember, for the large egg. Not egg. Egg. Okay, let me do my 2 more stitches and then we'll weave it in. Okay, now that I'm doing 2 more stitches, I want to know from you guys, how much of the face and stuff do you guys want me to show you? I'm going to skip the French knots because you guys have seen this now multiple times, so I'm skipping this part. Where's my needle? Where's my needle? This is not my needle. Here's my needle. Okay. I think I'm just going to show you guys the tail, the feet, and the wing. So that's good? Are we good on that? Oh my god, you frog 30 rows? You definitely going to get a medal for that one. That's a long way down. Okay, I'm going to weave through here the front loops again, just like I did before. Okay, front loops for the last row, round, however you want to call it. And then what I do, watch this, I'm just going to put my finger right on top because I don't want to pull up. I don't want to have like a point, okay? I'm pushing it down and pull. That way it doesn't point up too much. So there's a little bit there, but once I make a knot and then weave it in, it'll kind of go away. Okay, so I'm going to weave this in, make a little tiny knot, again, push it in, and then I'm going to make it disappear by going through. Boop. And then you can adjust it a little bit. And then here, doing the exact same thing as I did before. Go back in where you came from and weave it in. See, that way you're not pulling on any crochet. Okay, doing one more time and that's it. There we go. So now I'm going to use this leftover yarn actually. We're going to do the tail. Tail, feet, and wings. Okay, we're good then. Yay! Okay, so we're going to do 3 pieces. How much you want to use, it's up to you. I'm just going to use here 3 pieces that are about the same length. I don't know how much this is, maybe 2 to 3 inches or so. We're going to cut it more later, so don't worry about it. Okay, make 3 pieces. They're all the same. Like this. You see that? It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? 3 pieces. Now, wherever you want your tail to be, you can do it at the end. I'm just going to do it now, okay? So here's the egg, Yeah, it's also the egg. Okay, here's the chicken, okay? So the back side of it, you can see down here where I added it. I added it roughly around 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds up, okay, from the magic ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So roughly around here. So I'm going to take my hook here. I'm going to go around one of these stitches and you're going to make a loop like so. So you're going to take your piece, make a loop. You're going to pull it through like so. And now you're going to pull the yarn through. Do you see that? We have a loop here and you're going to pull this part through like so. See that? I'm sure you have one of those. What are they called? It's like it's another craft. What are they called? Where you can make like whole pillows that way. So we're going to do this here 3 times. I usually use the same area, same stitch. So go through and make your loop. See that? Like this. And then pull both of the ends through. So it makes almost like a knot. Okay. And I like to do this 3 times. So all 3 strings. And then you give it a haircut. Okay. Make it nice and tight. You don't want it to come undone. So one more time here. Pull it through. And pull it through. You can kind of pull them apart like this. It really pushes it down. So push it down. Latch hook. That's what it's called. That's right. Latch hook. I couldn't remember it. Yes. So I push it down all the way. Okay. And now you can give it a haircut as short as you want. I'm just going to do this. There we go. What is this? Like about 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 inch. There you go. That's the tail. That's what I did on the tail. And after a while, it'll kind of do this where the yarn kind of really dissociates with each other. So it's not so. It's kind of loosens up after a while and makes it a little bit more fluffy. Okay. Do you see that? The difference? Anyways, so let's do 1 wing and what do you guys say? 1 foot. You guys know how to do the beak. You know how to do the eyes. And you know how to do the comb. Let's do 1 foot and 1 wing. Are we good? Let's do it. Okay, let me pull up my pattern here. Okay, I'm going to do the wing first because that's probably one where some of you guys may get stuck. Are we good? Are we good? Okay. Do you guys see everything? Was I out of view? Did you guys see everything? I think I may have been off camera a little bit. Did you guys see everything I did with the tail? Please let me know. I can do it one more time if need be. Looks like I may have come off camera just a bit. I apologize. I'm sorry. Okay. We're going to make the wing now, and we're going to start with a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So no magic ring here. Yay. Y'all good? Okay, good. I'm glad. So we're now going into the back bump. Have you guys seen the back bump before? So let me show you the anatomy of a chain. We have the front loop. We have the back loop. And if you turn it, there's the back bump. That's what we're going into. Okay, we're going behind it. And we're going to crochet starting from the second chain from the hook. We're going to crochet into the back bump, and we're going to crochet 1 single crochet per stitch. Okay, like so. So now I wrote in the instructions that you're going to take your entire piece and you're going to turn it 180 degrees. Wee! Like this, like literally upside down. Okay, because we're now going back into the exact same chains. See the chains here on the bottom? We're going into the exact same chains one more time. And I'm going to crochet on the other side. So that way we're going in rounds. So 1, 2, and 3, which means we turned those 3 chains. The first one doesn't count. Remember, we made a chain of 4. Doesn't count the first one. So we made the 3 chains. We turned it into 6 stitches. So 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom. So it's in rounds now. And we're going to continue. We're going to do 2 more rounds of just single crochet. Okay, so look at your stitches. Don't count that chain of 1 there in the beginning. And you're going to just go in rounds all the way around, 2 more rounds of just single crochet. It'll be a little tight, a little tiny, so keep rolling it until it's the right way. It'll roll back a little bit, but after a while it goes in the right direction. Okay, until it's there, just keep rolling. Okay, and you're doing it for 2 rounds in total. No, 2 rounds on top of it of what we just did. So that means you have 2... How many rounds is in total? 3 rounds in total in the end. Okay, it should be a tiny square in the end, roughly. Not an exact perfect square, but roughly. Let's see. 1, 2, I'm on the 3rd round. Let's see, is it 3 on the other side? No, I have to do a couple more stitches. 1, 2, and 3. So this is how it looks. Okay, adjust it a little bit. So there we go. That's your wing. Okay, so what you're now going to do, just like you see it here, you're going to make another one, and you're just going to sew it on like I showed you yesterday. Just in and out, whoop, and just sew it on. Okay, so now let me show you really quickly the feeties. I have orange here for that. Orange, I'm going to do 1 foot. Just 1 foot. It's very easy, straightforward, I promise. You're going to start with a magic ring. Let me get some more yarn. My apologies. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's in a way. Come on, yarn. Okay, magic ring, chain of 1. It doesn't count, remember. We're going to add 1 single crochet, like so. You're going to add a double crochet, 2 of them actually, like so. 1 and 2, and then 1 more single crochet. Okay, then you're going to pull, whoop, and then you're going to fasten off. Let me cut it. You can make a slip knot at this point. That's totally fine. You're not going to see it like this. Okay, let me hold it like this so you can see it. So this is the little footy. Okay, that's the little footy right there. Was I off camera? Oh, I hope I was not off camera. I can do it again. Was I off camera? I want to make sure. All right, so right here, you're now going to sew it on. You're going to do this twice. 1 and 2. Okay, like right on the opposite side of the tail. Then you're going to add your eyes, and you're going to add your beak, which is also very easy, just like yesterday, and the comb. And then you have this guy right here. Okay, I'm going to put these guys to the side now. So now you can see what we did. So we made this guy. Okay, obviously I made it in brown one more time so you can see it better. So we did the white one, the cracked egg, the hatched egg. This is where the little guy fits in, like perfectly fits in. Make sure you add your button to it or something to close it, right? You can also add Velcro, but I prefer not to because you're going to touch the crochet and it doesn't look right. Okay, so there we go. It fits inside there. These two are the exact same pattern right here. Okay, just make it one more time in white and brown, whatever you want. It's totally up to you. Okay, then you here on this guy, you add your beak, you add your French knots, you're going to add your comb, your feeties like I just showed you, the 2 wings, and we already added the tail, and then you're all good. Okay, then tomorrow we're going to add the nest. Okay, let me make this a little tad brighter so you can actually see the nest. Let me see. Even brighter. My hands are going to be weird, but it's fine. This is the nest. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to prepare all of this ahead of time, because this is just like what we did before. It's just keeps increasing. I've showed you a few times now. I just want to make sure you guys don't get bored. Okay, and then we have this area right here, which I'll show you how to do, right? But I'm going to prepare it ahead of time. And then the main part of it tomorrow is going to show you how to do this part right here, because I know a lot of you guys have trouble with this part. So I'm going to show you how to sew it together tomorrow, right? There is some polyfill inside here, and I want to show you how to do that, and then how to add this all the way around. Is this good? Is this good? Are you excited for the nest? Don't forget the nest. We're still doing the nest. I'm really excited. Oh my gosh, we did it. We made it about the same amount of time today that I did yesterday. I was hoping it to be shorter, but it's okay. It's okay. It's because I introduced the frog and he was not supposed to be here, but that's okay. We did it. I'm so excited. Are you guys going to join tomorrow? Are you guys joining tomorrow? I'm going to send you guys the pattern over in a few hours, so you guys have it ready to go for tomorrow. And then on Friday, we have the big party with lots of prizes, so you better be there. I am so excited about it. So excited. Okay, are we good? Are you guys having fun? Are you enjoying the live video tutorials that come with this pattern, the 6-in-1 pattern? We made the chickens yesterday, the chicken mommy, chicken daddy. We made the eggs and the chicks today, right? Really excited. And tomorrow we're going to make the nest. I'm really happy about the nest. It looks so cute. Oh, this camera angle is a lot better. How cute is this? I absolutely love it. So now it's time for you guys to finish your chicks, finish your eggs, finish your chicken mommy if you haven't done so, and go post it into the Facebook group Crocheting with Nikki. I want to see your pictures. I want to celebrate you. Use the hashtag so I can find you guys, okay? And then we're having fun. And then remember, once you guys finish it, post all of your 6 patterns, all 6 of them, okay? Post them into the group by no later than Friday morning, I believe. What did I write down? 10 a.m. Pacific time. Okay, which I believe is 1 o'clock Eastern. So calculate for your time zone, okay? So that way you're part of the giveaway for the prizes that I'm giving away on the party day, which is also noon. I made sure everything is noon so you guys can remember it. Noon Pacific time, or whatever time it is for you, okay? Really excited. You're all excited. You're excited. Yay. Okay. I'm glad you have friends to crochet with. That's right. I'm going to see you guys all tomorrow. Invite your crochet friends. Tell them to watch the replay and join tomorrow live, hopefully. And then join for the party on Friday. I'll see you guys then. Bye.